If you have ever found yourself struggling to contain the emotions when you feel yourself triggered or even scared to have emotions at all, then this episode is for you. Welcome to where you are finally able to get unstuck and experience nervous system peace that is integrated into your everyday life as your new normal. Because transformation is a way of life here, and yours begins now. All right, y'all. So if you feel like you've been battling your nervous system whenever you feel triggered, like you have to do everything you can to contain, you cannot show your true authentic feelings or be yourself, then this is likely because you probably have some sort of childhood trauma or significant trauma that caused you to have significant alterations in your behavioral patterns, specifically when it comes to dealing with heavy or high volume, big emotions kind of a thing, right? Like very intense feelings, but it's like it can also be a complexity of emotions. It can be not just one thing that is where my brain is going, because people can feel like one type of trigger and be like, okay, cool, whatever, and then another type and they're beyond a 10, they're at 100 and on a 0 to 10 scale and ready to kill somebody kind of thing, because their nervous system is in such a state of fight or flight. Their nervous system is in such a state of chaos and dysregulation. And then even sometimes confronting it can be so scary, because if we've had a pattern of being really volatile in these emotions because we were never properly taught how to deal with them, regulate them, be in their presence without giving in and like giving into the reaction. So like being present in it, recognizing, oh my gosh, my heart is racing. I really want to flee. I'm expressing and feeling and just witnessing can be really, really overwhelming, especially if you're processing traumas and stuff like that. That can be some of the hard parts about talk therapy, is you're actually re-traumatizing yourself in some ways, where you can absolutely, if it's not done properly, because if the individual who's trying to process the situation goes into the emotion, goes into the experience too fast without some sort of prep work on how to pull out, and it's something that's highly volatile, thinking like near-death experiences, severe abuse and trauma events specifically that was like significant, things of that nature, right? You can't just walk into them. You have to prep to walk into them, because the nervous system can overwhelm so much that it actually causes massive disruptions in the rest of the body and the life, and in other aspects of your life too, because it's not just one area that is being impacted, it's multiple areas. And hey, y'all, really quick, if you didn't know, we actually have a 10-day fast start nervous system reset where it is completely free, self-paced, dripped out, very condensed content so that you can start optimizing yourself for free right now, today. Go ahead, click on it, get started, head on over, download the app. Yes, there's an app for each Android and iPhone. Get on the app, get going, start optimizing your life today, and let us know what y'all think too in the comments. We always love feedback. I can't wait to see y'all over there. And so you have to do this type of work diligently. So if this is you, that's also why I'm saying this, because I want you to preface, if you are entering into this type of work, be graceful with yourself. Do not dive right in, because it can be really hard. Even if you've been super stable for a long time, you're like, yeah, we're good, let's do this. And you haven't done actual deep trauma work before, or it's been a while, the nervous system can take a bit of a shock. And so you're almost kind of numbing it out when you do this type of work, because you're doing it repetitively, but you have a slow integration into it if you're doing it correctly, so that you don't overwhelm. Because then what happens if you're in such a heightened state of overwhelm, you're up here, you can't process up here. You need to be grounded and back to earth, where you're safe and calm and like able to handle what's coming your way. So when we are able to offer that compassion versus criticism, it can be a really big game changer in our healing journey overall. Because one of the things I started recognizing with myself when I would have triggers and things that my body was just freaking out is, is witnessing to myself, wow, I see my body is trying to protect me right now because I'm feeling X, Y, and Z. And yes, once upon a time, I actually needed this type of awareness and response, because I actually did need to be kept safe. And I see you. I see that you're loving me, you're holding me. You have fought so hard to get me to where I am today. And yes, the survival mechanism absolutely was needed in the past, but it's not anymore. I don't need it now. And I recognize you are trying to keep me safe, and it's okay, but we don't need this anymore. It's okay. I'm safe. And if you start talking to yourself like that, and it doesn't have to be exactly like that, right? Like that was literally a narrative I used to talk to myself about, because these were really big things that I had to deal with and I had to process and I had to walk through, because, life, right? And you probably are feeling the same thing. And it's okay. It's okay to have that grace and recognize to ourselves, like, wow, I really have been through some shit. And it's caused me to have these maladaptive behavioral patterns that I really don't like, because it's not needed anymore. It's not needed. And I need to change how I'm going to behave if I want to show up in the way that I want to be received. Because while, yes, these behavioral patterns absolutely helped me in the past, they are now hurting me if I continue to keep them. So one of the things you can do is exactly what I just talked about, is talk to yourself through it. As you gain awareness to where the triggers are coming from, like I was able to gain it from me, it really helped me anchor in that safety of, I see why you are, like, I'm affirming to myself, I see you. I see why you are feeling this way. I see you, I honor you, and I know that once upon a time, truly, you needed that. You needed the survival mechanism, but we don't need it anymore. And we truly are safe. We are safe to let this go. We are safe to let our guard down. We are safe to let that layer release, because I don't need it anymore. I love you. Thank you for honoring the path you have served me and walked me through, all of the steps I have taken everywhere that my feet have taken my body into, right? My mind has given me the knowledge and the forethought to do the things that I've done. And you, for you, the experiences you've encountered, everything that you've made it through, every single day that you thought you couldn't make it through, because you're still here watching this, right? Because your body is able to do amazing things. Our bodies are so cool. And when we can tap into recognizing the amazing energy we can cultivate within us simply through the communication and speaking, verbalizing, and yes, I am saying speak out loud to yourself. I don't care what I feel, if other people like want to judge you, or you feel like people are going to judge you or whatever. I don't care. I want you to think about you and honoring you and where you are at. Okay. If you are trying to figure out some of like where your triggers are coming from, like you're in that stage of recognizing that, oh, I recognize this theme, feeling, whatever it is, right? You're recognizing the pattern. You can start to ask yourself as you're sitting in this, like, wow, I really feel like my body is scared. I feel so scared and I don't understand why. Where is this coming from? Where have I felt this feeling before? Where is this stemming from? Because I recognize my body is feeling anxious, overwhelmed. I want to run and hide. I want to flee, but I don't see any real threats. Can you help me understand? And yes, I am talking about, like, if you're in public, you can maybe say it under your voice or put headphones in and like pretend you're having a conversation with somebody on the phone. And what do you call it? Be like really truly communicate that, because even if you are not getting answers in that immediate moment, when you go into that space of your daily meditative state to really sit and integrate the things that you've been doing during the day, you'll start getting answers, or the answers will just start flowing in those quiet times. Maybe you're studying, reading a book, things like that, where the world is kind of quiet. It'll give your body the chance to actually communicate it on a much easier level, so that you are able to interpret it and integrate it so that you can use it in the way that you consciously desire. And that is ultimately the goal, is to show up in the way that we consciously desire. But when we have significant traumas or maladaptive behavioral patterns that, yes, kept us alive, not so much anymore, it can make us feel like we are fighting our nervous system and like fighting that inner child or whoever it is that is like saying, no, danger, Will Robinson, we have to do the things, save ourselves. No, we don't. Actually, we can absolutely keep ourselves safe, and by simply recognizing and verbalizing to ourselves what is taking place and getting curious, so that we can start to realize the root of why the themes, the patterns are coming up. Because especially if you're doing some sort of therapy or working with me, then we can start digging into these deeper things. What we do, we absolutely start pulling all this stuff out. Makes it so much easier, but we do it in very succinct, tangible things that the nervous system does not register as overwhelm and, oh, this is too much, because we'll go into that shutdown mode. Because we'll go into that, if you've been watching my series, you'll see I've already talked about this, but it will go into that shutdown mode of, my nervous system isn't safe. I can't do this. I need to find a better way, or right, but I will shut down. If you've been watching my nervous system series, you know that I've been talking about that shutdown mode, that freeze mode, where your body is so overwhelmed, it actually goes into a survival shutdown mechanism. So that is unable to fully step forward and be what you need to be, right? Because it's in such a state of overwhelm that it just can't. And so we want to keep it out of that. And so that's a lot of the way we have everything structured to do just that. And so, of course, if you are dealing with these things and you're in those midst of the triggers, the greatest things you can always do in the moment is to start doing some sort of grounding or breath work to help regulate the nervous system. We have our vagus nervous system access points is through the ears. You can do like those really deep, slow massages going deep into behind the ear and just really feeling, even stretching out the ears and just really like feeling into this whole like stretch through the body and the upper traps and stuff, and releasing that energy down. And just, you can even think of yourself as a tree if that helps, for like visualization if that's your thing, but really just bringing that energy back down through your feet and just really grounding and coming back to that peace, bringing that as your goal versus not thinking of whatever was that triggered you, right? Like, I don't want to think about X trigger. Well, that's like saying don't stare at the giant purple elephant in the room. I'm sorry, what? Hello, human minds will do what they do, right? So give it something else to think about instead. So when you're like, but I want to focus on, I'll focus on you when I'm done. But right now I'm focusing on this. This is the thing we're doing, right? So giving yourself something to focus on, like the breath, a visualization, set a timer, that type of thing, like for 10 minutes. When the timer goes off, then I can worry about the thing. Right now, I'm focused on this. I'm going to ground through this. And you just redirect. And your body will you'll start building that muscle so that as soon as you start to go to the trigger, nope, you just start to subconsciously redirect. You'll get into that habit, because that's where I am now, where it's not that I don't have triggers. It's not that I don't have hard stuff that comes my way. Of course I do. Life is life. We're going to human, but it's how you manage it, right? It's that muscle. And do you maintain that muscle? Because muscle building is the same, whether it's in your biceps that you can see, or it's your mental muscle. You have to maintain it as well. So don't think just because I got there, cool, I'm just going to magically stay there without any work. No. You have to do the daily stuff every single day, tapping in, tuning in, turning on to really maintain that muscle. It's a discipline, and that's the pleasure and beauty behind having this access to our own awareness and enlightenment. If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we are absolutely heading towards self-actualization, and being in that space of being fully self-actualized comes with awareness of what is going on within us, so then we can become the conscious architects of what it is we want to create in our reality. So with that being said, check out our meditation for today. It's the body scan, so that you can just start gaining awareness of what your body is feeling like and where it's saying all the things, because again, awareness is key. And it takes a little bit of time, especially if we're new to this work. It's going to take lots of little bits, little pieces, little tangible bite-sized things that are going to finally start to accumulate and build up, and you'll just start having breakthroughs and aha moments, especially if you're working with someone, especially with someone like me who does the type of deep integrative mind, body, soul work that we do. That's going to really be that trifecta is truly chef's kiss if you want to talk about healing, because it really is what it needs to take. Trauma doesn't just live in the brain. It is a whole vessel experience on all the layers. So with that being said, get on over to that meditation, feel that deep calm. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, and I'll catch y'all later.